Who is that? Vinny!
Hey, dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up, my
I'm here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude,
man?
I don't have a scary story, man. I was like, I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll
Brandon.
come after your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you'd like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
But here's what you did. Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You can now upload multiple files at the same time. Hey, all right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. It is Thursday, October 28th, 2021. How the hell are you? Hey, you made it here. Now tomorrow's Friday. It's the last day of the work week. My workers, 9-to-5ers, and all the rest of you, I'm glad you're here. We're going to have a really good time tonight. I had to increase the speed about 50% on me, so if I'm a little speedy, it's because of that. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Anyway, tonight we're going to have a really good time. I'm glad you're here, because Thursday is a really good day. Because it rolls right into Friday. And after Friday, got the whole weekend. We're going to have a great time. Sunday, Halloween, we're going to have a great time, right? Can somebody turn the speed down? I can't handle it. This is too much. I don't like it. Hey, don't you have another word. I don't want to hear it out of you. Somebody turn it down. Hey, wait. Hey, I got it right here. I'll do it. Got it. Man, that is so weird when that happens. Well, when they change the speed, they think they're going to get more show. Well, I tell them, you're not going to get more show. You're going to get less show. Speed it up. I got to think twice as fast. You understand? It's a whole thing. It's all about the Matrix, but I am glad you're here because it is the day that rolls right into Friday, right? And Friday always leads into the weekend, right? Oh, well, it is. It is. But this weekend's a little special. We got Halloween. We've got scary ghost stories. We've got apparitions and spirits and curses and all sorts of gores and scares. Like William Patterson on a cold October 31st. This man was born out of body parts. Slaughter Day, coming to theaters near you. William Pattison, Gores and Scares. How the hell are you, man? If you don't know who William Pattison is, Pattison, go check it out. Good friend of GUFON. Been here, been a part of GUFON since day one. And you know, I've got some really interesting news. And I'm going to see right now if I imagined it. The GUFON group on Facebook looks like it was gone. Somebody said, love your show, a-hole. I love people like that. I love it. They get it. All right. The GUFON group, is it still around? It's here. Why? I couldn't get to it on my phone. I thought the GUFON Greatest UFO Network was gone. I couldn't get to it. It did have somebody got suspended for stuff. I don't even go there anymore, but I still send the shows there once in a while. Yeah, you know, we have 726 people there. I should start going back over there. Yeah. Look, I used to be one of those people, right? That would go on the internet and socialize, but everybody starts getting angry. You say something and people take it out of context. I do it all the time. Some of you even know it, and you're here right now. How many times have we gotten in arguments? Some of you. Not arguments, but like, what did you mean? Why would you say such a thing? And that's me. How could you say that? Well, you're taking it the wrong way. I'm like, oh. And everybody starts laughing. Ha 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 ha. Ah, that texting, it's so funny. It's true. I wish it was more interesting. Right? I wish ufology was that way. I wish ufology was all texts. Oh, it is. It is. Twitter. Huh. Ah. Yeah. Something just moved. I think I got bit inside. Yeah, there's something growing. The hell is that? What is that? It's an orange string. I mean, weird. Pink. It's pink. We'll have to look at that under a microscope. Tonight we're going to talk about, not to scare you. I got to change the thumbnail. Not to scare you. And I mean this. Who's in charge? Huh? Yeah, that was an accident. Who's in charge? I know, the show's over. Everybody saw behind the green screen. Who's in charge? Is anybody in charge of this field? No, but that's not what I mean. I want to know who's in charge, who's in charge. You know? Like, who's running things? Are we controlling what the aliens do? Because I have to tell, I mean, if they're here, right? If they're here, I would think, switch that background. Hurry it up. I would have to think that there is some sort of control if there's aliens and humans cohabitating, coexisting on this planet. So we'll talk about that and other stuff. I don't know. Of course, you know, the daily news, the Twitter, all that stuff. I have something for some of you. I want to play it, if that's okay. Of course it is, Rich. Play whatever you want, fella. All right, I'm going to do it right now. I saw what's going on in the chat room. I see everything. Hey, Gush.
Spacecraft operator at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida
Gonna have a
and
beer.
Cape Canaveral. I was there from 1958 to 1992, a lot of years. While I was there, and I'm still counting the missions, I have witnessed and I have helped launch 881 missions so far.
Ah! You have you, matey? You have you? That's from...
I may hold the rest.
Shut off. That's from the scariest movie ever. Yeah, I don't know what this is. But I was watching this. This is unbelievable. The Great Deception approaches. Do not call them aliens. That's a good one. I don't know what movie you guys were talking about in chat. But this channel's pretty cool. And we need to subscribe. I thought I'd do that on air to show the support you should give to anybody. So what's this? We have an insane psychopathic... yeah, let's... Although I agree. Let's try not to get political, please. You're right, Stu Gerson. What's this one? Dorothy Hawkins, good question. It was people at the company who made the decisions on which algorithms to bump up and which ones to bring down. Tamp down? Autopilot. Guys, we can't have that going on in the chat room. Look, hey, I'm on your side. But we cannot say, let's go, Brandon. I mean, I get it. I know you think it's silly, but the algorithm's already set up for that. So please, can you remove your comment there? We don't want to delete it because it looks like we're being a-holes. So just remove that comment, that's all. All right, you can leave that one. Just leave it. I'm always downing Biden? Yeah. It's my show. And that's not talking political for any playing a video of Joe Biden falling down the stairs or stuttering. That has to be shown. That's not political. That's just comedy. In my opinion. So don't go snowflaking on me now, Gorilla Gamer. Capiche? Oh, it's a one capiche show. Roll call. B. Baker's in the house. Welcome to the show. Shawnee, welcome to the show. Caleb Benjamin, welcome to the show. Nate Pelletier, welcome to the show. The Gorilla Gamer, welcome to the show. Al Warrior, welcome to the show. What's up, man? Coraline, welcome to the show. Felicia Flores, welcome to the show. JP Besson, yo. JP Besson, yo. Welcome to the show. Almost forgot. Mikey Gematria, welcome to the show. There we go. Now we can start. Complazier, welcome to the show. IR Film, welcome to the show. Tim Frick, you know who I sound like? Welcome to the show. That's, who's the guy that, I don't want to get political. No, it's not. It's not. He has that channel. Mr. MBB, tree. Tim Frick, welcome to the show. It's a beautiful, lovely morning for Red Storm 1. Welcome to the show. Moonlicht. That is a very photogenic name. Welcome to the show. First Floor. Oh, hey, First Floor Audio. One of the best musicians on the planet. Welcome to the show. Takes too long. Paul Dillon, welcome to the show. Don't tell me you call your last name Dylan. Nobody does that. Nobody. You should change it. I'm just saying. Be different. Unidentified S4. I don't give. I'm just being an idiot. Welcome to the show. Jill Tate, welcome to the show. We're running out. 10 seconds left. Paul Fahey, welcome to the show. Stu Gerson, welcome to the show. 5. Den Bob, welcome to the show. John Hitz, welcome to the show. Alfie Joe Bob, welcome to the show. Beep, beep, beep. That's it. Weaponized Mind Labs. Wow. Welcome to the show. Is that Jeremy Corbell? Is that Jeremy Corbell? Is that you? That's you. I'm gonna bet no money that that's Jeremy Corbell. What's up, Weaponized Mind Labs? Weaponize your mind. Weaponize your mind. Weaponize my mind. I weaponize my mind. Ugh. God, I can't stand it. I just can't. And you know what else happens at the end of the month? What day do we do the giveaway? Is it the 31st or the 1st? 31st, right? We're going to do it Halloween. Right? Tina Mo? What's up, T-Mo? Welcome to the show. Gigi Abby Lynn, welcome to the show. Stargate Traveler, welcome to the show. I always have to get people straggling in. Lord, Ludicrous Plaid. You should be called LLP from now on. LLP in the house. Yeah. I like it both ways. Depends on the mood. Shadi Panorin. Am I getting better at the name now? I got it down right? Right? Nate Pelletier. Or Pelletier. I already said hello. Say it again. Welcome to the show. Bob. Big Bob Little M. Welcome to the show. Dr. Z. Smith. Calling Dr. Z. Smith. There he is. Welcome to the show. All right, let's get started. Now, you know, normally I don't start off with the main topic of the show, so I'm not going to. What is this channel? The scariest movie ever. I saw you guys talking about it. Can somebody give me a little insight as to what you were talking about watching? What was it? Somebody said, did you watch it on, yeah, I saw it on Scariest Movie Ever channel. What movie? Jeremy Corbell needs to weaponize some socks on his next documentary, his next video. Absolutely unidentified S4. Aw, you taking off already to Gorilla Gamer? What do you want? You want me to do the news? I'm kidding. I'm talking real news. Today down in Philadelphia, I mean Detroit, I mean Chicago, people were shot and killed. Nobody's doing anything about it. Go ahead and rob everywhere and steal everything. Go ahead and loot, torch, and torture people, places, and things. It's your country. You can do what you want with it. Pull down statues. We still got plenty of them left. Take them all down. I don't give a shit. Is that the country we want? What is it? What's the name of the movie? It's Loot? It's Loot? GUFON, It's a Truth channel, and they were showing photos of camps they are building in Walmarts and Target? Wow, really? Well, that sucks. For what? Well, I don't think I can play this guy's content. I'm pretty sure he's got a content creator, what do you call it? Like if I played any of his stuff, it gets copyright claimed automatically. He doesn't have to do it. It's automatically done for him. All right. Interesting. Did I see a $5 super chat pass by? I did, didn't I? Damn it. I'm not forgetting. Can I have Big Me? There we go. Look, I can't forget these. You know what I mean? This is the way it is on this show. I don't blow off supers. Capiche? Holy crap! There were 4 of them? Ben Yorkshire with a 2-pounder. Thank you, Mr. Yorkshire. I guess I need to do this. I'm sorry. I'm not delaying anything, but this is for you, Ben Yorkshire. I never started with that one, so consider yourself special. Next would be Martin Wright with the 5-pounder. Where'd these where were these? Love you, man. Keep doing what you do. Martin. Wow, thank you very much. Both of you guys, Ben Yorkshire, Martin Wright, a continuing supporter of GUFON. Man, that was a long donation thing, wasn't it? That's crazy. This is for Martin. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso. I don't know how this happened. Wait a second. Oh my God. Wait, what? I had a Ben, another one. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, generoso. A total of 4 pounds. William Bridges. I got a statue for you, Ma! Bridges, no, not meatballs, statue balls. Quick! Thank you. Mucho gusto, generoso. That's a 10 boner right there. 10 boner. Hey, I'll be here all night, unfortunately. Oh, my God. That's unbelievable. What did I just say? That's for you. Maybe I can still get those in the on the screen. Let's see if they're still there. There they are. There you go. Thank you very much. You're unbelievable. A continuing supporter of GUFON. Thank you very much. What's this? Steve K with a $10. Oh. Ho, ho, ho. Did you see? He just rolled it up. $10 bill. And a 10. He's got a dime, a nickel, and 2 pennies with it. Rolled up inside of it. And he just threw it at us. I love it. No comment, no sticker, not a freaking care in the world except giving that $10.17 right at us. Boom! Hit me right in the kisser. Thank you, Steve K, a continuing supporter of GUFON. I appreciate that. You're going to get one of these. Gagush. I feel like something's off, but not really. I feel like I'm more on. All right, we'll wait. All right, that was quicker. I feel like making love. No! Steve K, continuing supporter of GUFON. Mucho gusto, generoso to you and everybody. Kicking off the show with vigor. I love it. I love being hit right between the eyes. I know, it's a Alfie, Joe, Bob. How in the... Hold on there. Hold on, I'm looking at something. Alfie, Joe, Bob with a... Oh, a super sticker. This will take a second. Hold on, I gotta pull it up. I gotta see the sticker, don't I? I don't. Bob with a... Oh. What an idiot I am. What is it? Oh, it's the PlayStation, the old... Or maybe even... Yeah, no, that's PlayStation joystick, that looks like. That's cool. Try again. You know, I haven't... Yes. Where's Gorilla Gamer? I have to say something political. Is it okay if I say something? Political? Can I do that on my show? I haven't been Bidenized yet. I haven't bit by the Biden bug. I think I got rid of the Biden bug. Saw itself in the mirror. Didn't know what it was. Ran away. Swear to... Swear it. Alfie, Joe, Bob. Beautiful $5. For you, sir, you get this. How come they're blue now, the $5? They're supposed to be green. Anyway, mucho gusto, generoso. This is where I take a drink. Ah, nice cold one. Ah, nice. I never have beer. I'm not. Don't worry about it. It's not a beer. Continuing supporter of GUFON. Stu Gerson, you're pushing it. I like it, though. You could say that. No, don't use that word. You know who he is. Who is he? That's great. I love you guys, man. You guys get it. You guys get it. Some people never get it. And sometimes when people do the wrong things, bad things happen.
Anybody seen Richie?
Like me.
Huh? Shh. I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
I heard the beats of the drums of the warriors out in the streets. Okay. No, I was just setting up the video. I don't know. There's nothing going on. I don't know what I was saying. I just had to get that in there. I think I turned the stone. Oh, Nope. I started to turn into stone, but I was able to stop that video before it went on for another half a second. Close to Halloween. They got scary things out there all the time. I'm telling you, that's not nice, Rich. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm not a nice guy. Nah, I'm a very nice guy. People think they're nice, right? I'm not. All right, let's get going. Yeah, that's right. Anytime you come to this show and you're watching it on the replay, because I saw a few comments, it's not wasting time the first 15 minutes. Usually it's 15 minutes of the show. All right? Yeah. Well, you do a show for 2 hours and try to come up with content every day. You can't. You won't. You won't do it. Nope. You'll be tired. Yeah. I'm not. No, I'm rejuvenated when I come here. Believe me. I was dead to the world, and I said every day, and that kept me alive. It gave me a reason. Some of you have no reason. You just point the finger at the bad guy and say, there goes the bad guy. See, you like to hide. See, behind people like me. Huh? What's our friend UFO Jesus doing today? What I find interesting is that being an asshole is easy, while being nice is trying and difficult. Never mistake a lack of control with strength. What he finds interesting is that being an a-hole is easy. It is. While being nice is trying and difficult. It is? It is? Never mistake a lack of control with strength. I would never. What do you say to somebody like that? Being an asshole is easy. Is it? Because being nice is just as easy. See, that's them in their mind. Not right. He left? He did? Okay. So, hey, look, they're on both sides of that line, but I don't have to see it on TV every day from one side and hear about. I can't believe the things that are happening in this country right now. I just can't. I just don't understand it. I'm not a parent. I'm not going to get into it. But I'm just saying, without me even saying it, you know what I'm saying. That's how bad it is. And poor Dave Chappelle. And I say, genius Dave Chappelle is being attacked. You know who wants to cancel Netflix or his special. And if you watch the special, The Closer, you would understand that it's not hate speech at all. See, it's okay when the joke's on me or you or everybody else, but when the joke's about them, nope. We've come too far to be joked upon. No, you didn't have to go that far at all. You didn't even have to come out. You know, it was going to happen. It was happening. Actually, it wasn't. It's a strange time we're living in. I don't want to get into it because of where we are, shamefully. But I'm just saying, it's strange. It's not the world I grew up in, but that's okay. Life is what you make of it. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I avoid the news almost at all costs. You can't avoid it all the time. But when I'm scrolling on YouTube and I get recommended videos, but you know, the ex-vice president this, the ex-vice president that, yeah, I'm going to watch it. Because I know it's going to make me laugh. Because that's where we're at. Hey, Trump got shellacked and is still getting shellacked to this day. Everybody's fair game, as far as I'm concerned. If you want to just talk about joking about. But this way of thinking, and look, I don't mind if you are that side. I don't care. I really don't. I go by the things that I see and hear, and I'm allowed to have an opinion just like you. So don't be that do as I say, not as I do person. And just enjoy what life gives us. But I'm going to give you a little secret. And I think you might already know it. If you don't want to see it, don't watch it. And it'll never happen to you. So that's what I do. I get so agitated that I don't even watch the news anymore. I try not to. Some days I see titles and I'm like, I gotta watch this one. You know, whoever it may be. Whoever it may be. Yeah, I'm not going to say any names, you know, Ben Shapiro or Crowder or Candace Owens. Or even Don Lemon, for that matter. I like Don. Because he says what's on his mind, I think. I don't know. But the thing is, it's in ufology. And I often wonder, is this why ufology is so damn confusing right now? If you take a look at what we went through the last 4 years, since 2017, you would think aliens are invading Earth any day now. That's what they did. All of them. Jeremy Corbell, they're swarming the Russell. Luis Elizondo, they are a threat to national security. They're not China. They're not the UK. Huh? Russia? Ah. They're not Hawaii? What? Okay, they are. Hawaii's got a UFO. It's a Tic Tac. It's shaped like an island. Have you heard this one? All of the islands are going to lift up off the floor of the Earth, even the largest mountain on the planet. No, it's not true. So with this way of thinking, running UFO Twitter, the government, I wonder how honest that office of the SOD inside the DOD at the Pentagon will be. We're going to have the same line of thinking as long as these people are running the UFO office. Sorry, UAP. You're so special. You get to say UAP because it's all government. We have to use UFO. Can we use UAP? No. Come on, Lou. No. Step away from the building. Come on, damn it, man. I want to be like a UAP dude. Can I say UAP? No. Were you in the military? No. You can't say it. Damn it. Yeah, well, you know, they're not interested in telling you or I anything important. But I wonder, because you know, Jay Bai, the ex-vice president of the United States, isn't making decisions. He's not running things, obviously. He reads off a script, a teleprompter, note cards, whatever. They all do, except, you know, Trump half the time. But I want to know, is it his staff writers that are writing these speeches, right? Does the message come from deep within the bowels of hollowed earth, I wonder? The Illuminati? The Big Owl? That owl, you know, that's why people always think if you see an owl, there's aliens around. Or the owl is the alien. I love these ones. Why do you say that the owl is an alien? Well, it was in that movie with the Whitley Strieber? Strieber? Yeah, that guy. Oh, okay. Anything else? They could turn their heads around, completely around. Do you know lizards? There's a lizard out there that has their eyes can go 2 different directions. It's an alien. Gotcha. We're going to have that in our office. And I want to know, are we, and when I say we, I guess I mean the government. We, the people, maybe? I don't know. Are we controlling the narrative for ufology, for life as we know it, as we see it? Because everything is scripted, whether you like it or not. All this that's being done right now is being done on purpose. There's no logic behind it other than to turn us into slaves to the government. You know, strip us of everything, leave us with nothing. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer, and they control us more. Is that happening in ufology? Yes, it is. Come on, man. For how many years has it been? When was the last time you saw Dr. Greer on CNN? For real. He used to be on there whenever. You know, Nick Pope is, because he's a sellout and doesn't do anything. Right? But other than that, why? And if you haven't noticed, they're Elizondo, Corbell, Knapp, right? Nick Pope, he's in another country, but still thinks they're all that side. And that is the government. They're government. They're all part of it. The government's running it. But are we running anything at all? What do you guys have to say? It's still distract, disinform, misinform, shape the narrative in the direction they want it to go. But why this direction? Why? Hi, Ms. DJ. Why this direction? What could it mean? Well, I think I figured it out, and I think most of you have figured it out, that it is a disinformation, misinformation campaign. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. And I think it has to do with this announcement. I said it yesterday, but it's still... when they drop that announcement, it's going to be about hypersonic missiles, technology. Unfortunately, it's already out there, so I don't understand why that would be an announcement. You know what I mean? I just realize that. Why would that be an announcement? If I'm talking about it, that means it's already out. Like, who am I to know? You right? So it's not that. It's something, though. Maybe they created an airplane out of this technology. Instead of it being a weapon, hey, you know, do we have to posture to show China or Russia? You know I'm saying it like that on purpose, right? Okay. Yeah, you know China doesn't have an R in it. Thank you. It does when I speak. Half the time I joke around, but it is. It's misinfo, disinfo, distract. They want us to look at this. They want us talking about UFOs. This is the... See, I don't understand it. Why UFOs? Why not say anything at all if it was a disinformation campaign? Why do they even care about what we hear? Why? Look, the only way they're bringing attention to this is by talking about it. There's been a record number of UFO sightings. Look, people were home, stuck at home with nothing else to do. Of course there's been a record number, but there's also a record number of drones and other things that are flying around in the sky. There's no reason to have a disinfo, misinfo campaign on UFOs or UAPs. Absolutely no reason. Seriously. Mainstream media doesn't play it, doesn't exist. If I don't watch it, it doesn't exist. Kind of that, you know, kind of like that. So why would mainstream media go out of their way to make believe with Lou Elizondo, Corbell, and anybody else that there's a possibility there's unknowns in our skies? Well, we know it isn't us. It's not Russia or China. What is it, Lou? We do not have the technology to understand it. So it could come from the earth, for all we know. Oh, wait, what? Huh? Could be demonic. Wait, what? You know, I'm not saying it's demons or anything like that, but I'm not saying it's not. What did he just say, Lou? Lou? Yeah, Uncle Roo. I don't know. Is that her name from Star Wars? But I want you to go get the power converters. Remember when Luke Skywalker wanted to go do whatever? Luke? Yeah, Uncle Roo. Or Aunt Roo. Did I say Uncle Roo? Who gives a shit? It's 1977 all over again. Live in the now. Shh. So then I have to think, this narrative that we're hearing, why? Why? I don't know why. And then if it means because people are seeing UFOs all over the world, I don't get it. It's not like there were mass sightings. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Hey, Lee, nobody can remote view my meatballs. Capiche? That recipe is in a vault. And it's got this, I can't say what type of technology because I don't know, but not even the best of them. Not even the Russians can get in there. Nope. It's locked away in a little box with a lot of numbers to get in it. Nobody's getting Ma's meatball recipe. There's been a long history of encounters, though. So then I got this whole field is confusing. Now, did we have this TTSA Lou Elizondo creation because something is coming? Do we have answers to an archaeological dig site that was about, well, they found a UFO maybe, and maybe it still worked. I don't know. Maybe there was a message decoded that they're coming. I don't know. But in the past, way back, 1500s, right? 1600s, they saw balls of light. As a matter of fact, I don't know the name of this picture, but this one right here, yeah, that's very famous. It's like a UFO war over Earth. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It says, though we tend to think of UFO sightings as a recent occurrence, the truth is that humans have been seeing unexplained objects in the sky for millennia. Hey, I just said that. I know, right? Hey, William Bridges with a $5 wrapped in aluminum foil. How'd you know? Yes, it's aluminum foil. Mr. Bridges got it right. Of course, I'll tell you. It's common knowledge. That is mucho gusto e generoso. Grazie, Mr. Bridges. Very smart. Smartest chat room on the globe, on the YouTube platform. Doesn't get any better than what Mr. Bridges just said. Aluminum foil. The greatest detractor of any rays. Any rays. Anyway, they've been in the sky, these things, for millennia. Mucho gusto generoso, William Bridges. Well, some people claim that the Old Testament contains evidence of extraterrestrial visitors to Earth. The most important passage is Ezekiel, in which the author describes encountering a great cloud and a fire unfolding, what does it say? Infolding itself, and a brightness was about it, out of which emerged several humanoids, each with several faces? What? There is more than just speculation about ancient UFO sightings, however. Noted Roman historian Titus Livius or Livy included an apparent UFO sighting in his monumental History of Rome. According to Livy, if I'm saying it right, in 218 BCE, witnesses in what today southeastern Italy saw round metal discs in the sky and the sun battle with the moon. That's that picture I just showed you. A broadsheet from Nuremberg, Germany, that was printed in 1561 recorded a similar event, claiming that between 4 and 5 a.m. on April 14th that year, a dreadful apparition occurred on the sun. Apparently, two blood-red arcs appeared against the sun and began battling each other. The broadsheet stated that when the conflict in and again out of the sun was most intense, they became fatigued to such an extent that they all, as said above, fell from our sun down upon the earth as if they all burned, and then they wasted away on the earth with immense smoke. Similar events occurred 5 years later in Basel, Switzerland, in late July and early August. Among other things, witnesses reported seeing strange shapes in the sky. Well, they didn't. Now, that I doubt they saw. Well, we have video of objects going into the sun, apparently. At least it looks like it, right? The double arcs, well, that's just them firing upon each other, I believe. You know? Richie, what if this is from Moonlicht. What if someone else was going to release information about ETs? Their group wanted to cut them off and push their narrative instead. They could do that if they are the experts. If they are, yeah. When you say, what if someone else were going to release information about ET, do you mean another country? I think that's what you mean, right? If their group wanted to cut us off and push their narrative, I see that's the whole thing. I think people have tried that. Greer tried it. And nothing came of it. Nothing became of it, I was going to say. Right? The Disclosure Project. Where have we gotten with all those witnesses and all that corroborating chatter? Because that's all it is. And there was proof. There was proof brought, radar shit and conversations between. I mean, there was a ton of evidence. That book is like 1,000 pages too. Moonlight, good stuff, man. So I don't think that those people, if they wanted to push their narrative, like the U.S., see, this is what I've heard. Now I've heard it several times, I can say it. I've heard that the U.S., you and me here in the United States, and there was a map I put up on the screen the other day, I think it was Saturday's show, where 90%, if not more, 95% of the UFO sightings come from the United States. About 91%, I thought it was. We, for some reason, see more strange things than any country. It's not even close. The UK came in second, and it wasn't in their number. Like if we had 50,000 sightings a year, they had 11, and that was number 2. You know what I mean? It was that much of a gap. I want to know. Because I don't. You have to imagine, if disclosure was going to happen, it would have happened when Greer and the disclosure, because that was about 50 years, 45 years after Roswell. So why not have disclosure? It has to be because of weaponizing your curiosity? No, how dare you? It's weaponizing these possible UFO back-engineered craft. Yeah, it's a lot to think about, man. It really is. And then you have to think about, well, why? Why now? See, a lot of people think now. Now disclosure is really on the way. Nope. Nope. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Disclosure will never happen from our government. I can't think for aliens. If they want to showcase themselves and make disclosure happen, that's not something I can wager on. I can only wager on what I think a human would do. And I don't think we would purposely give disclosure to the people. And I'm going to say this again, like I've done for the last 2 years, 4 years, forever. They never showed us one UFO. Ever. I'm talking alien technology. All right, calm down. Calm down. They've showed us UFOs, yes, because we don't know what they really are, because they give us shitty footage that's blurry. That doesn't count in my book of evidence. Because it's shit and they know it. Let's show them a video with no detail. We can do that. Yeah, it's called FLIR video. Unbelievable, this world. Shut up! I need to be a little lifted right now. I'm getting a little bit upset. I'm a little sad. Just a little bit. Come on, everybody. We're rolling into hour 2 with Crop Circle Song by Greg Brown, everybody.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they?
Why are they?
What do they mean?
are they? Really, what are they?
Are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields, are they harbingers of world change? These secrets in the fields.
Do they mean?
What are they? Why are they?
I needed that. Thank you. Thank you for sitting in for Greg Brown, everybody. The links will be in the description, as they always are. So we've been talking about who's in control of ufology, who's in control basically of things, everything we see, read about, the media, entertainment. There is a group of people that control everything. It's the truth. It's really weird that you would think there would be a script that they kind of stick to, right? And apparently, Warner von Braun told that lady, I can't remember her name, that the false flag alien invasion would be coming. But that was supposed to be after the asteroid hit. Well, maybe something did hit. No, I'm sorry. Isn't there a pandemic that, well, I don't know. I thought it was pandemic, asteroid hitting the Earth, and then alien invasion. They're going to kick us when we're down, or as the kids like to call it, punching down. But there were a lot of reports that came in. I don't think this is a narrative that they can control 100%. So when there are sightings, now, you see, this is where it gets a little interesting, because if they have to control the narrative, that means there is something out there. But, as I said before the crop circle song break, the United States is seeing about 90% of all the sightings that are reported in the world. When I saw that map, I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it, but it's true. And other people have told me this now from 3 different countries. Australia, the UK, and Europe. I should be on Jay Leno, right? What is that called when he jaywalking? In the late 1800s, check this out, the United States was fascinated. What? Yeah, well, that's my point. My point is, right, thank you. We have secret technologies, but we didn't have it back in the 1800s, did we? No. We didn't have it in the 16th, 17th, 1500s. We didn't have technology. We had, I mean, you can call it technology if you want to call a sword technology. Well, somebody made it with something. All right, they had not technical stuff using electricity. Reports were all over the world, it would seem like, back in the day, right? But why is it now? See, this is why I don't think it's aliens. What a weird thing to do, though, to your own country. To have fake everything. It's all an illusion. And every now and then, you have this technology that you want to test out. And you're tired of testing it over the flat desert wastelands or the great vastness of the ocean. You want to do it over people. You want to see what people think about your new toy, don't you? So you fly it over Phoenix, Arizona on March 13th, 1997. That was no balloon. That was no blimp. That was no whatever man-made object, I'm telling you. But in the late, or it was an airship. In the late 1800s, the United States was fascinated by sightings of mysterious ships. Late 1800s. In the 1880s, there were numerous reports of UFOs over East Coast cities. And a decade later, the West Coast was captivated by similar events. Americans were not unfamiliar with aeronautical devices at this time. After all, humans had ascended to the skies in hot air balloons for over 100 years prior to the first sightings of the mysterious airships. And steam-powered and electric airships have been developed and tested over the preceding 4 decades. When sightings of mysterious airships flying over Sacramento, California were made in mid-November 1896, several newspapers took up the story, including the Sacramento Bee, the San Francisco Call, and Stockton's Daily Mail. And according to the November 19th, 1896 issue of the San Francisco Call, several men not addicted to prevarication, that's what it says, prevarication, saw an airship flying over the city at an estimated height of 1,000 feet. It later climbed to approximately 2,000 feet. Several employees of the city's streetcar company claimed that they distinctly heard people's voices singing in chorus, a rattling song, which gradually died away in the distance. A week later, the Stockton Evening Mail printed the story of Civil War veteran Colonel Henry Glenville Shaw's encounter with aliens. Bet you didn't know that one. Just outside Lodi, a town 35 miles of Sacramento, Shaw and company, named Camille Spooner, were riding in a horse-drawn buggy when they allegedly encountered 3 7-foot-tall humanoids covered in what Shaw described as natural growth that resembled silk. Their hair looked like silk. Shaw dismounted the buggy and tried communicating with the beings, even going so far as to touch one of them. They in turn used a device that emitted the most remarkable, intense, and penetrating light to examine Shaw and Spooner. After that, one of them tried to lift Shaw but failed and used their luminous material seemingly to signal their ship, which was hovering some 20 feet near a bridge not far from them. Shaw and Spooner followed the beings, which boarded their craft and sped out of sight. When asked what he thought was the meaning of this encounter, Shaw said his theory was that those we beheld were inhabitants of Mars, who have been sent to the Earth for the purpose of securing one of its inhabitants. Over the following months, sightings of mysterious airships were reported in Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, and Missouri. At least one, reported by Alexander Hamilton of Leroy, Kansas in April 1897, was determined to be a hoax. Then you have the Aurora incident, where a UFO crashed into a windmill in 1897 from Aurora, Texas, April 17th. See, March and April are the best times to go UFO hunting. And I found out over the almost 2 decades, decade and a half really, that March and April have the most activity for me, and I'm seeing it here now. There's a lot of April sightings in this book that I'm holding here. It's this. It's History's Paranormal Ghost Aliens and the Unexplained. It's really helped because there's some things in here I didn't know. And I like UFO history. I just like reading about it. I don't want to hear anybody else tell me about it. But anyway, who's running the show? If it's been going on since the 1880s and beyond. it's an amazing experience if you ever have one. And you know, for me, my first official sighting was when I was a kid at 5 years old. So you want to say 1973, you can say that. The red dot in the sky with the major East Coast blackout. Well, I think it was the biggest one at the time. I don't know, whatever year that happened, 75, 76, I think it was definitely when I was 5, I think. That's what I was told. Red lights hovering over New York, and there's a major blackout over the whole northeast section of the continent. Well, United States. So I see this, nobody, no, we're never going to know the answer. That's the point. The point is, we're never going to know who's running things. Ever. Okay? Ever. We'll never know. Impossible to know. Never going to happen. So, I had an idea for Halloween. Tell me if you like it. Yeah. It is a real Da Vinci Code. Yes, it is. See, I want to make a documentary like a Da Vinci Code type of deal. But I'm not that smart. No, I am. We'll get it together. I want to make something like that. But it's been done to ad nauseam, as the kids say. What's that? Why do I... Oh, God, I feel weird. Oh, whoa, no wonder. Topic change. We're being forced into it. Holy mackerel. Okay. All right, calm down. So we got to move a little forward here. I'm being pushed. I can't help it. It is what it is. I can't help it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Somebody just messaged me to check something. Oh, no way. PayPal. We got one here from Hungry Dragons. Hungry Dragon says, happy it's Thursday. Well, thank you very much, Hungry Dragon, a most continuing supporter of GUFON. And I appreciate that like you wouldn't believe. You know, I try to play things I haven't played before. But I'm going to go with this one anyway. Thank you very much, Hungry Dragon. What? Dr. Z with a $10 PayPal support. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What are you doing? Just throwing money at GUFON? Well, I tell you what, it really does help support everything we do here. So thank you very much, everybody. Mucho gusto generoso, a continuing supporter from Hungry Dragon, a continuing supporter from Dr. Z Smith. To you and everybody else, thank you. From Chef Boyardee. From Rich Giordano. I always hated my name when I was growing up. I didn't like my last name until I got older. I don't know, like 50. And for B. Baker, there is the number one pizza joint in Chicago is Giordano's. It's huge. Yeah. I mentioned it a few weeks ago, and I saw your email. I don't think I responded because I probably forgot. I don't know. Maybe I did. I usually do. But, God, yeah. Okay. So I see a tweet from a guy named Joe. And it says, and I know he's talking about a topic I can't seem to grasp because I don't know what it is originally. I don't know how I got to this point. I really don't. I don't know what else is down here. But it says, oh, here we go. I had it scrolled all the way up to here. I don't know how I got halfway in. From the Black Vault. For those who follow this, what do you feel is the biggest, still unanswered question about OSAP, ATIP, Bigelow, Aerospace, Bass, Harry Reid, Elizondo, James Lakatsky, et al.? And Joe says, why did you bring this information to the public? What purpose did that serve? What is your goal, your end goal for getting a community riled up with no action items? With no action items? Why should my parents care about the Tic Tac if you plan to never release data on it? Why bother with breadcrumbs and clues? Oh, that's his question. Still an unanswered question. Interesting. What would be your unanswered question from any one of those people? Does anybody in the... hey, Shane Rodriguez, what's up? Does anybody here have a question still unanswered from OSAP, ATIP, Blue Elizondo, Bigelow, Bass, Harry Reid, James Lakatsky? Does anybody here still have questions they want answered? And what are they? All of them. You know what? That's it. That's all I needed to hear. All of them. Hey, Walt Corbin, that is weird. Having me on a 65-inch. I'm glad I cleaned my teeth. Did I? And my nose. Language is math. Absolutely. Life goes on. Absolutely. Reason. Yeah, what's the reason? B. Baker, right? Where's the beef? No, you're right about that. Where is it? We still haven't gotten that answer. It's an ancient language created by God that they left out teaching in school. Yep. What are they? All right. All right. All right. Why does a person need chat on a 65-inch screen? Oh. Oh, wow. You didn't just go there. Seriously? Oh, wow, Gigi, no. No, I'm just kidding. Will Lou and Angeli get married in the future? No, Lou's married. He's a family guy. Remember, he's just like you and me. He's got kids. He's a father. He's a loving husband, a grandfather, I think he said. No, his kid's only what? 20? 18? 12? Doty worked with them at Skinwalker. How many people did Doty work with out here besides Davis? Yeah, exactly. Doty's a weird character, isn't he? He's weird. The Men in Black movie, the real Men in Black, will be coming out in about 12 days on November 9th, I believe. 7th or 9th. And he's in that movie with Richard Doty and cast of characters. He says some interesting things, that guy. I've seen a lot of his stuff as of late. Smart guy. Something about him, though, is all wrong. Moonlick says, Nap, Commando, he forgot to put them on. Cornbell, depends. That answers it. Yeah, it does. It does answer itself. You are 100% right. So, my question was, because of that tweet, what answer do you need? What question do you still have that needs to be answered from Elizondo and all the rest of them? Well, we got it. I don't know why that is there. That is weird. What is this? Oh my God. Is this the Uri Geller? Oh my God. So this comes from Stephen Cambion from Truth Seekers. Other show hosts talking smack. Many are so intent on harming me, that they say 100% lies about me. They have little else because they are too lazy to do the work and dig for the real dirt. I'm a human. I've got dirt. We all do. I am so very disappointed in most of my harshest critics. I said, and this is very important. I want y'all to listen up to this because I believe it to be true. And I will put my face up with it because this is sick. And this comes from, and maybe it comes from our side too, but I don't know about it. I only know because people like to brag. And this person bragged one too many times to the wrong person. I'm not going to name names is what I said here. But to get dirt on people, some of these people do illegal background checks on all of us. I won't name the one person's name who's said to have done it, but he, she, they are very close with our mainstream media friends who speak for ufology and know it's not Lou. They probably have access, is the clue. And I've talked about it before, but there's a person, a disgusting person who I won't name, but from what I heard, does background checks on all of us. Anybody with a podcast, anybody making noise, anybody who's confronting him, her, they. This person has been in the government his whole adult life, her whole adult life, their whole adult life. And has access and knows people because it runs deep in this person's family. It's not Lou, I promise you. It doesn't take much of a rocket scientist to figure out who it is. I've said it before, but I'm not going to say it again. But how does that make you feel? Pretty good, right? Me too. Because that's what they do. If they don't like you, they will try to expose you. For what? Having an opinion. That's the funny thing. They don't like us having opinions, so they try to shut us down, make us look bad, dig up dirt. It's happening to Cambion. It's sad, and the people that are doing it have no business being in the field. It's funny. Uri Geller. Remember Uri Geller? Uri Geller. Remember Uri Geller, the spoon bender that was on Johnny Carson, The Tonight Show? He says this, and I can't stand this guy. I tell you, I really can't. I can't. I can't. I do not have friendly emotions towards Uri Geller. He says, the ego on this guy. You know what I mean? Today, the CIA posted a statement on their website. This was yesterday. Admitting that their research on me and other psychics had produced, quote unquote, enough accurate findings to, quote unquote, defy randomness. So he's so psychic that it's not just random. He's not randomly guessing. He's better than a guesser. But what they are not telling you is that they are still using intuitive psychics and remote viewers. Yeah, we know that. Uri Geller. Can you believe this guy? Johnny Carson exposed him as a fraud, and it only propelled his career. Because that's how badly people want to believe. He went on Johnny Carson. And when he sat down, there were silverware, cards, a phone book, all sorts of things. And he goes, what do we have here today? And Johnny Carson said, well, you said you were going to come out and bend some spoons. Okay, I did not know I was going to do this, but okay. Well, I mean, you're making the claim. That's my Johnny Carson. I can't do it. Not today, anyway. You're making the claim that you're psychic, and, well, that's why you're here. Okay, I will try, he says. So, Uri Geller, and this is TV. So, he's holding the spoon in his hand, right? And he's holding his spoon. And Johnny goes, this is only an hour show, because he's taking forever. And the problem was, these weren't Uri Geller's spoons. It wasn't his bullshit. Johnny brought their own silverware and their own covered, their own deck of cards and their own this and that. So Uri Geller could not fool the audience. And he sits there for what seems like an eternity. And Johnny goes, is there a problem, Uri? I don't feel strong tonight. So you don't feel strong? No, I don't. With the lights, and I don't know if it's taking the energy out of me, but I don't feel strong. Well, if you want, we could take a break and come back and see if you could, continue trying. I will try. Okay, I'll try. And we'll be back after this message from Douche. So they come back, and you see Uri Geller like this. Come on! Come on, bend! Bend! And the TV, Johnny goes, we're back live. And he's like, bend! Yeah, for some reason, I just don't feel strong. But, Johnny, sometime when I come here... No, that's Jaime. Wrong person. Uri Geller is the biggest bullshittery. And who's that old guy that debunked all of these spoon benders? I can't remember his name. The old man. Damn it. Wow, I just been Bidenized. So he thinks that the CIA is talking about him. I love this ego. Love it. Here's what they posted. We didn't, however, conduct our own research into psychic phenomena until summer of '72. We worked with scientists and researchers to investigate whether certain people could see locations and objects around the world without actually being there. The ability is known as remote viewing. CI ended this research 5 years later in '77, and we turned the program over to the Defense Intelligence Agency, the DIA. The project became known as Stargate, which was actually DIA's initial name for the program. Later, it was renamed Grill Flame. Grill Flame! You gonna eat the food, it's gonna make you bigger, it's Grill Flame! Flame, whatever. In the mid-1990s, DIA handed the program back to the CIA. Back to the CIA. We agreed to take another look at the program on the condition that an independent study group would evaluate it. 4 researchers from the American Institute for Research published their findings in September 1995, and the report is available on the internet. A Google search on an evolution of remote viewing will turn up the 183-page document. That report's conclusion, which echoed the assessments of the CIA officers involved in the program during the 70s, was that enough accurate remote viewing experiences existed to defy randomness, but that the phenomenon was too unreliable, inconsistent, and sporadic to be useful for intelligent purposes. We decided not to restore the program. So they understand that it defies randomness, but it wasn't enough percentage points to continue on. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Uri Geller, everybody. The biggest bullshittery artist on the planet. Uri Geller. Unbelievable, these people, right? So I said to Uri, I'm not very nice in this one. I said, you're so adorable, Uri Michelle Geller. I want to meet you and play patty cake until spoons and forks reverse polarities. You are an inspiration to all who stick to it. Your star was never so bright on that night. You know the night, right? The Tonight Show one. I did a cryptic thing. You remember that night, right? The Tonight Show first appearance? There we go. I don't like Uri Geller. Don't like him. So we got another tweet from Finn365. Finn says, Bill Nelson's recent talk on some UAPs maybe being aliens kind of made me feel like he was my grandpa. And he was slowly breaking the news to me that, well, maybe some UAPs might be aliens. It was great. Anyone else get the same vibe? Ugh. God. I said it reminded me of what a male version of Joan Rivers would look like. Looked like he had a tuck-in snip. His whole head was shining, like he had a new skin in the game. Just saying. I'm not nice. Don't care. Don't care. Yeah. Yeah. I want to thank Hellfire. Isn't it Hellfire Studios? Who upped his Patreon to the highest level. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, I got yelled at the beginning of the show that I talked about Biden because I said I said no political stuff in the chat, right? And then the Gorilla Gamer said, you talk about Biden. And I said, well, I know what I can talk about. It's my show anyway, but I know what I could talk about. You don't know what YouTube won't let you talk about. There's a difference. So I'm taking a risk right here. I'm switching it to Pelosi. But this is just pure genius. This is amazing. I really enjoy what this person did. It's funny. It's funny. 3. If you're a left, you may want to turn the station. Go. Wow, I pressed both buttons. Nothing happened. Go.
Soybean futures hit a 9-year low. Pork producers, corn growers, and wheat growers are reeling too. That's so far this week. The Supreme Court's radical Janus decision will have drastic, destructive, and long-standing impacts. They have reduced the leverage of workers in our country. Reduced their leverage for, again, collective bargaining, raised the standard. So here we are. We have this is a raw deal. We have a better deal. I've also disagreed with Justice Kennedy's interpretation of the Constitution. Make no mistake. 130 million Americans have pre-existing conditions. So our provenance, our history on this is one that has been solid.
Wow, that is really good. I know that's not her voice, but boy, did she nail that lip syncing down, right? The eyes and everything. Really good. See, I can appreciate good comedy. That, to me, was funny. Hey, they picked on Trump all those years, and I'm not picking on anybody, but people think I am. That's just parody. It's brilliant. Because Nancy Pelosi is like a celebrity. Holy crap. All right. We're going to get to some UFO sightings here. Are we? Do we have any? We don't have any. Yeah, we do. We do have one. All right. Yes, with the teeth falling out, Off-World. That's right. I think she may have done one. I have to check. I'll check that out. I'll look for it. That'd be funny, though. And the reason somebody with dentures, their teeth would fall out is because they're not either glued in or secured in. And when they say certain words like flammable, like the F, it brings air underneath and pushes it forward. That's why they can't whistle, those people. They have a hard time whistling unless they take their teeth out. Here's a weird tweet from Retro Masters Collector. Brandon Fugel. Sieg Fugel! Have you read this piece by UFO Hermes? If so, let us know. Any thoughts? Wow, Brandon Fugel is being brought up? This is called Lighthouses in the Dark on the genomics of supernormality and close encounters of the sixth kind. Oh, that's interesting. Some people seem to repeatedly attract the phenomena or the experiences. They act like an antenna or are like lighthouses in the dark. Dr. Gary P. Nolan. If you believe that, has no group of scientists ever tried in nearly a century to establish communication with the intelligence behind the technology? You know who'd be better to ask? We should have Pal Putoff on this show, and that would be the guy. Him and Kit Green and a few others, and Eric Davis. And these guys would be perfect to answer that question. I'm going to politely punt. That's Lou. Punting, deflecting, deterring. On July 26, 2021, just 1 month after the release of the much-anticipated Office of the Director of National Intelligence Report on UFOs, which was a 9-page book report, Professor of Science at Harvard University, Avi Loeb, announced the creation of the Galileo Project, a project that aims to advance the study of UFOs by using telescopes to capture high-resolution multi-detector images of the objects to discover their nature. The Galileo Project is, in many ways, the culmination of a process of mainstream acclimatization to the idea of UFOs, which began in December 2017 when the New York Times revealed the existence of ATIP. Despite this major breakthrough in the mainstream culture, the public conversation is still quite restricted in terms of what aspects of the phenomenon are deemed fit for prime time. Alien abductions, disturbing biological effects, and the multifaceted consciousness aspects of the phenomenon are just a few of the hot-button topics currently being ignored outside of the largely ghettoized UFO subculture. Ghettoized, sorry. One of the reasons for this is that the public disclosure on the subject has so far been dominated by a small handful of insiders, people like Chris Mellon, Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Intelligence under Presidents Bill Clinton and George W. Bush, and former director of ATIP, now government contractor Luis Elizondo. During Elizondo's recent appearance on Shifting the Paradigm, host Christina Gomez expressed surprise at the lack of follow-up by the mainstream media after the release of the ODNI report. She wanted to know if Elizondo believed that an official lid of silence had been dropped on the topic, or if it was just a natural curve of disinterest. Elizondo says, "It's neither. We have turned the dial down. We had the oven cooking, and what we had to get it up to, operating temperature of 500 degrees. I don't need to continue that gaslight now, go up to 800 degrees. We keep it at 500, and sometimes you have to turn back the gas a little bit to keep the oven temperature constant. Not with this guy. Not with the Elizondo. Not that. He's not the guy, guys. He's not bringing disclosure. He's not about it. He's the opposite. He's the opposite. Okay? Well, you're not going to get disclosure. It's not going to happen. It won't. It can't. It won't. Promise. We all know this. We know. You know? We know. We know. I have to play this. It's called You Cringe, You Lose. That
And now
didn't
a message
age well. I'm going to play it. And if you cringe at these, there's nothing to worry about. There's no contest. Just enjoy a little bit of what we see on mainstream media in our lives. This did not age well from Zeducation, number 76.
Video, starting with this one. When leading up to the election, Joe had stuff like this to say.
Leadership is about never proclaiming power. It's about collaboration. It's about coming together in a crisis and finding common ground. It's about results. That's who I am, and the role I aspire to fulfill in guiding the democratic nation to better times.
That was pre-election coming, I'm going to unite the people, man. I'm going to unite DC, man. Come on. No, I'm being serious. So look. But this is him now.
My message to Republicans: if you don't want to help save the country, get out of the way.
Didn't you say you're talking about collaboration, finding common ground? What happened to that? So you're not that guy. You're just full of hot air like usual, right? And before we get to the next example, most Americans aren't as stupid as these politicians think they are, because according to the recent polls, Biden approval rating drops to record low, 43% in Gallup polling. Record low, and it keeps going down and down and down in every poll across the board. So that's a good sign that not everyone's lost their mind, but also a bad sign that for Joe, he's not going to be able to lie like he usually does and get away with it. Hopefully. Right? Number 9. For this one, we go to this place called Jezebel. It's a website, a blog, I don't know. But this is a really funny one. So back in 2012, they had this article that said, bullied girls are growing up to have serious health problems as adults. But now, flash forward, this is what they write. Absolutely bully Kirsten Sinema outside of her bathroom stall. Promoting bullying. Wow. Round of applause for that one. That is beautiful. A beautiful.
You cringe, you lose. You win. Oh, this is a cringe you win episode. Oh, that's different. Of course, the link will be in the description after the show. Hold on. I think I have a sighting here. Where is it? What? Yes, of course. I have to answer this. That goes out to Mike Mikey P. Yes, you can share my stuff. Wow. Wow. In 1959, fighter jets were set to intercept Redmond. Oh, the Redmond UFO. Yeah, yeah. Mr. Catfish, I will talk to Super Soldier Dude. Okay, for you. For you. Jose Sanchez has got more artwork. Wow, can I share this one? I want to put this up right now. I'm going to share this one. I'm going to put this. Jose Sanchez is an artist. You guys see him here. And he sends me artwork, which I could use for the background for the show, as long as I give credit, which I always do. But let me get rid of this so I can open up this. Cancel that. I'm going to pull this up. I don't know. I like his artwork. It's pretty. And his artwork comes from other people. Oh, other people's stories. So this is part of it. So he draws a lot of things. And look at this one. I mean, it's got something underneath it with some sort of vent. This reminds me of that guy who got the marks on his body when the bottom part of it turned and it went psh, and it put radiation burned right through his clothes, and he had that grid of dots on his body. I can't remember who that was, but thank you, Jose Sanchez, for this beautiful artwork. Guy's pretty good, man. Very good. Very good. What else did I get? I'm opening up the mailbox. This is the GUFON mailbox. I won't say anything I shouldn't say. But here's a sighting. Oh, wow. This craft was bright. Maybe you have a moment to check it out. Give me your expert opinion. Let's see what this is. This is from Anthony Eslampare from Staten Island. He's been catching some really interesting stuff and sending it to me. And sometimes I get stuff that is interesting. And then other times I get these sightings that...
An urgent message.
They're edited a certain way. And I want to see the raw footage. I don't want to see it cut into a time-saving thing, or send me the raw footage. That's what I really would like to see. When it's edited, and sometimes they're put up on channels unedited, but I feel like, and I'm not saying this is Anthony at all because he's given us incredible stuff. Do you remember the Jeremy Corbell? Of course you'll remember it. The bokeh. I got something like that. And I said, look, you're giving me close-ups. I can't tell what this is. I'm not going to make a comment, yes or no, either way. But I want to see the raw footage. So he does it professionally, does it very well. I just want to see things unedited so I can hear and see everything that's going on. Because when they're edited, sometimes people talk and they don't mean to. And they say things that they don't want you to hear. Or they edit it a certain way that they don't want you to see the flashing lights at a certain time of an airplane in the distance. So they cut it, strip it, mute it, and you got something that's totally compromised, in my opinion. So check this out. You decide. And this is from Anthony. He said I can play his stuff. He's got his own channel, Unidentified S4. You know him. You love him. I love him. I think these are incredible. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna Can I play this, by the way? Do you care if I play this? I'm going to ask. I didn't, even though you told me I can play everything. Are you still here? Can I play it? Yeah, that is you. Can I play it, though? I just want to ask. Make it official. Thank you. So we got the yes. All right, guys, I'm glad. This is interesting. I'm not going to say a word. I'm watching it for the first time with you. In 3, 2, go.
Camera. Check that out. It's 6:30 in the morning.
I'm going to play it straight through the 2 minutes without saying anything, starting now.
Yesterday I caught a UFO over my house. And now I'm seeing this. I'm zoomed all the way in. There are no strobe lights. I mean, I don't have any app right now. It could be a Iridium satellite. But this early in the morning, I mean, I never went into the cloud bank. Let's see if it comes back out. Oh, there it is right there. I'm gonna walk over here because the clouds are opening up.
Anthony, what time did you see this?
Might get a better view. Let's see if I see it again. Keep your eyes peeled. Definitely went to the cloud. Oh, there it is right there.
Thank you.
Crazy. Right.
All right. I'm going to play it behind me talking. There's the channel. Unidentified S4. Right there. Great looking channel, bro. Great looking channel. Hey, how come I'm not... I was subscribed. That's bizarre.
Okay, so we're looking at a fleet of UFOs in the middle
That
of the
is
screen.
bizarre.
I'm using a
I remember
Synoptic
subbing the
Pro
first time I
base.
met you. Okay, so I'm going to play this, and I'm going to tell you what I think it is. All right? So, the time's very important. This is from an iPhone. You know, my phone does much, my camera does much better at night than an iPhone. That's why I'm not getting rid of it. I love my camera. I have a McLaren, but it's getting glitchy. You want to know? Let me tell you something real quick. I never thought it was true. My contract, my payments ended this month. I made my last payment for this phone. I have it 2 years. And it's starting to get glitchy right now. Never was like this before. The camera's getting glitchy. The screen is freezing because they want me to buy a new one. And I love this McLaren. It's the orange edition. This is the best. They put the best materials in this phone. It's a McLaren. Real gold, real lithium, real silver. Makes me mad. But I'm going to keep it as long as I can. I don't want that extra $35 a month payment. Anyway, back to this. It's just funny. So the time's very important. Because at 5:30, that's basically within 2 hours of the sun coming up, right? Sun probably comes up at, what, 6:30-ish maybe? 6:45. So from anywhere from 2 to 3 hours before sunrise and 2 to 3 hours after sunset, because of the angle of the sun with the earth, we see a lot of iridium flare satellites. This one looked like it had flashing lights on it in the beginning. See, when you get in close like this, I know why you're getting close, but it makes a lot of artifacts show up You see these dots all over the place? You're having the same thing happen on the object. So it's an artifact from the phone. It has nothing to do with this craft, this light spinning. It looks like it is, but if you look over here, it looks like this is spinning in the sky, doesn't it? So just remember, when you get that close, you're going to see more artifacts, especially using an iPhone. Now, the general speed of this thing and the brightness of it tells me that it's an iridium flare satellite. Now, you're going to say, well, look how close it is in the clouds. It's very low in the sky. Nope, it just looks that way. So in my professional opinion, in 20,000 hours of watching the sky, see, here's where I would have liked you to have kept it this far back, like right around here. When you get that close, it's hard to see anything. But when you get this close with an iPhone, it really goes, it's full digital. Anything can go wrong. Anything can happen. You're going to see things that aren't really there. But it's a good capture. So remember, 2 to 3 hours before sunrise, 2 to 3 hours after sunset, you will see these white objects in the sky. They move in a straight line. They move casually, steadily. Some of them are at different speeds, but it's a good catch. I've got 1,500 of them on video. Yeah, they're fun to videotape. Now, an iridium flare satellite can last 3 minutes in the sky. So it's definitely not a meteor, right? Can't say that's a meteor. You may think it's an airplane, but it didn't look like one to me. A drone, I doubt it. It seems pretty high up and far away. Could be a drone, but I don't think it is. Just because of the time alone. And I don't know if there's a way you could do it, Anthony, but can you put the timestamp on all your videos when it's playing? If you're going to be out there looking for stuff, I recommend having the timestamp in the bottom corner, however your phone sets it up. You can have it on. Put that display up there. Let us see it's your phone. Nobody can see any private information if you have that stuff up. But pretty good stuff. I recommend you go check out Unidentified S4. Subscribe. And leave a comment on the videos you watch. Be nice, be respectful. But we got people out there doing good work. People that have the right heart. They care. They're trying. And we don't want them to not try. We want you to keep trying. Good job, man. Look, I don't know 100% if that is an iridium flare satellite. All I can go is by the data that I've collected over the years. So I could be wrong. I admit that. But I think I'm right. Good stuff, man. Thank you. We'll play more of your stuff as the years go on. Hey, that's it. Rocks in Space with a $5 super chat. Sorry I'm late. Got to go back and watch later. Good evening from space. Yes. Good to see you too, Rocks in Space. Mucho gusto, generoso, right at the end of the show. So, mucho gusto. Grazie. Thank you, moderators, super chatters. What an awesome night again. I appreciate it. Hey, I didn't play a lot of videos tonight. I wanted to talk. I know it may not be a good thing, but it was pretty interesting, some things. Who's watching? Controlling everything. But thank you, moderators and super chatters. And the veterans and the newcomers, thank you for coming here and giving the show a chance. If you like the show, subscribe to it. Leave a comment. Thumb it up. And we need 200 likes every show. And what else? Subscribe. Yeah. And share it. Share it. Well, I'm going to be on Alien Addict tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. Then we'll do the show at 9. But thanks for hanging out. Remember what GUFON is. It's truthology for ufology. Tell everybody. Good night.
young shadow and terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does finally go. The cult